Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are, my name is Anna and I am very happy that you chose to click on this video, which is my Panda palette for this year. And my Panda palette is the Huda Beauty Nude Light Obsessions. This small little palette with 9 shades, and the reason I chose this one is because there's a Facebook group called Fantastic Ladies, and every year they have a theme. And this year's theme, created by Leah Golder, was Old Faithful, and this is an Old Faithful palette for me. I've had this for years. I will show you some pictures that will show you how much I've been working on this, how long I've been working on this palette. And I just decided that this year I wanted to try Panda palette. I haven't been I've tried in the past, but I just quickly realized that this is not for me, or I've just stopped. But this year I decided I'm really gonna do it the entire year, see if I can finish a palette. But we don't have that much time left. It's the end of August at this point, which means we only have, what, 5 months left of the year or something. And I don't think I'll be able to finish it, but I'm going to do my best, and then we'll see how much is left and what I decide to do with it when the year is up. So, Panda palette was created by Amber F, by the way, which I will have linked down below. I look a little bit naked. I need to remember to just show you my little dress. We suddenly got really nice weather in Norway, so I'm not complaining. And I was feeling like summery. I haven't had a red lip on, I think, all summer, so this is nice. A nice change from my usual light pink nude or nothing on the lips. Let's just jump into it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the footage of what my palette has been looking like from actually January 2024 up until now, and then we'll go through each shade. So here you have it. I didn't actually track it in the beginning, but I did take some pictures, and there were some shades I tried to pan on, and I had definitely the brown shade, the 9th shade in the palette in my Panda's eyeshadows last year. I don't remember if I had any of the other eyeshadows in there. And after that, I've just been working on it consistently every single month, some months more than others. And August has been fairly okay, but July was a terrible month. I did not use it much in July, but at the beginning of the year I did pretty well, and I feel like it shows because this palette looks very well loved at this point. Now let me show you side-by-side comparisons. After my last update, I repressed, and I don't remember if I did it like right in the video or after, but I did repress the 3rd shade, which is the light pink one, and I added a little bit of the purple into the pink. So the pink is now a Franken shade, and that's basically it. And then now here they are. So what I'm gonna do is just like in the video clip you saw the eyeshadow palette on the actual beginning of August, but this is what it looked like after I repressed that 3rd shade, and then what it looks like now. So let's just start off with the 1st shade, which is the purple matte shade in the palette, which is a shade that I struggle with. I feel like it's a bit too muted, a bit too like gray. When I wear purple, I prefer a brighter purple, but I feel like I was really kind of, I don't want to say hate, but I was like not wanting to use it in the beginning of the year, but as the year has progressed, I've found ways to use it, and yeah, I used it 6 times in August for a total of 48 in the entire year, which I think is really good. The purple shimmer shade I have used twice in August, and that's a total of 18 uses since the beginning of the year. It's a more Like, it's a shade that I use all over the lid. And I have other purples that I've also been working on in my No Pan Left Behind and my Project Level Up, so that this one just haven't been something that I've been able to use that much, because it's just, if I use that one, that is the look that I'm going for. But I feel like I can probably use it a bit more now because I don't have a lot of purples elsewhere, and I should get some more progress on that one. But it's fairly thin around the edges, so there's not that much product left. The third shade, which is the Franken shade, I've used 5 times this month for a total of 52. And what I've been doing pretty much every time I've been wearing this one, I will wear this one first, and then I will add the darker, slightly darker purple shade along with it. So I will always use the two of them together, which means that because if I were to count this one as one use, I would also have to count the purple one because they are Franken. But I dip into both of those shades every time I use this one. And you can see that I have a reheat pan on that Franken shade, and it's very thin. So I think I'll be able to finish that one. The fourth shade, however, I have been trying to reheat pan on since May, which is when I repressed it, I'm pretty sure. And since then I've used it 16 times and still have not hit pan. I thought I was going to hit pan. Actually, kind of looks like I have, but no. I tried yesterday. I was so sure that I was going to be able to do it, but no. So I've used it twice this month, and both those times I was like, this is it. It wasn't, and I need to use that one more. And I feel like September is gonna be the month where I hit pan, depending on how much makeup I wear. But hopefully I'll be able to wear makeup enough so that I can hit pan in that one, because I'm so ready to see that eyeshadow have pan again. And in total this year I have dipped into that shadow 35 times. The fifth shade is almost gone. I've used it four uses this month for a total of 59 this year. And there's not much to say about it. I feel like it's gonna be done very soon. But I say that every month, and then I only used it like 2 or 3 or 4 times. But maybe in September, we'll see. The fifth shade is the sixth shade is the worst one, and it has been for like since the beginning. For some reason, I just don't really feel like using this eyeshadow, and I've only used it once this month. Again, this is definitely the shade that I neglect in this palette, which is surprising because I kind of like it when I use it. I always feel like my eyeshadow looks nice, but it's just not something that I'm drawn to. Who knows why, but yeah, I've only used it 12 times since the beginning of the year. Not great. Need to change that. But we'll see how that one goes. The seventh shade in the palette, also one that I've used it once every single month for 3 months in a row. But this month I actually dipped into it twice, which is twice as many as I have been doing in May and June and July. Still only 21 uses in total though, and I don't know, there's still a lot of eyeshadow in there. Even though the pan is expanding and getting quite big, there's a lot of eyeshadow around the edges. So I don't think I'll be able to finish it, but we're gonna keep working on it, I guess. Shade number 8, actually a little chunk of it fell out, and I was able to use that little chunk because I just crushed it up and used the rest of it today actually. And but that means it has expanded and the pan is getting very big and there's not much left in here. So I haven't decided. I think I'm gonna leave it for 1 more month before I repress it, but if more chunks start falling off, I might need to do something. Haven't really decided yet. We'll see. For now, I'm just gonna leave it. I've used it a total of 7 times this month for a total of 48 this year. Pretty good. And I'm feeling confident that I could finish this one, especially if I repress it and it gets a little softer, then I think I could do it, but we'll see. And then finally, shade number 9, the hardest one, I feel like, because it's very, very pigmented. It's very hard pressed. Well, it's not very hard pressed, but it's very pigmented. Don't really need that much eyeshadow. But I feel like it's easier now than it was when I tried to hit pan on it last year. I really struggled. But now I can kind of see the pan expanding, and it's working out for me. And I have used it 9 times this month for a total of 75 in the year. That is crazy. 75 uses is a lot. So I'm very happy with that. In total this month I used I dipped into an eyeshadow in here 38 times, which is more than last month, which was 23. A lot less than January, which were I had 80 little dips in this palette. But January was like, you're really excited to start the project and it's the beginning of the year and you're motivated, and then the motivation just kind of drops. So hopefully it will pick up. I think because I'm having a baby any day now, I feel like I'm going to want to wear makeup. Not every day probably, but I'm gonna start wearing makeup again pretty soon after I give birth. I don't know. But probably more like simple looks like today without the red lip, but the eyeshadow. And it's gonna be nice to have a small palette that I know that I can rely on, and I can just put whatever from this palette on and just feel a bit like myself, even though I don't really have to think about it much. I can just do it very quickly while holding my baby, or I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And then one thing that I did forget to mention in my last video is that I actually made 2 Franken eyeshadows, and I haven't updated you on how I've been doing. So I have them in this little palette where I keep quite a lot of other eyeshadows and things that I use on a daily basis. I don't use these 2 eyeshadows on a daily basis, but I have 2 Frankens, and they are made out of, I really need to think here. The matte one is made out of a little bit of the purple and a little bit of this one, I think. But if I use this Franken, I don't count these 2. I have it as a separate one. And then I will count them towards these once I finish the Franken. The shimmer is a mix of these 2 shimmery ones over here because one of them broke, and then yeah, I had to make a Franken, which is actually a very, very nice shade. I just forget about these a little bit. So I did use them. The shimmer one I did use 3 times in July and 3 in August, so total 6. And the matte one I used twice, both in July and August, so a total of 4. And this is what they look like right now. So I don't know, I'll put them like this and then we can do a little comparison, but I don't think you'll be able to see much of a difference in them. But as you can see, there's not that much eyeshadow in there, so this will also be a very quick, like, 2 and done look once I have my baby and I just need to throw something on or want to throw something on. I can just use these 2 eyeshadows, and I think that will be quite nice. And so far this month, there are a couple days left. I've done my makeup 28 days out of the 29, which is very good. I only had 1 makeup free day, or 2. I think maybe 2, and then once there was this one day where I did my makeup twice. But yeah, this is it. That's everything. Not much more to update you on. I'm gonna hopefully be able to film an update in about a month, but we'll see how things progress from here. And I'm very thankful that you wanted to watch this, and I hope you will come back to watch more. Now I look naked again. So I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already, so that you can, my uploads are gonna be a little more sporadic probably, but I wanna finish this project and I really wanna continue with my project Level Up at least, and then maybe we'll see, maybe I'll start some other project pan. And also I am going to get the project pan update up because I finally found the footage, even though that's an old video. That is going to go up sometime in September so that you can see my progress, and then by the end of the year we'll see how many products from my makeup collection I was actually able to finish this year, which will be interesting. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again soon. Bye!